Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to my channel. My name is Odette here at Odette's Budgeting Life. Thank you so much for joining me. Today is going to be a little bit of a different video. I decided to do my debt confession. So a little bit about me. I started on YouTube almost a year ago now, and I started because I was so tired of living check by check. I could never save any money. I'm not young. I am 53 years old, and this is pretty hard for me. So I started, as I said, last year. I found some content, and it was about the zero-based budgeting with the cash stuffing method. And I said, let me try that just to see. I jumped in feet first. I didn't think about it. I started cash stuffing. I started doing the envelopes. I actually never really sat down and did an intro video about myself. I just jumped in straight to saving to see if it would work, and it has. I have saved money. I've put money on in envelopes. I know that content creators on here talk about Dave Ramsey and his method. I'm not sure about his method if it fits for me, but what I did start, the first thing that I did do was do a $1,000 emergency fund, which I was able to do that right away. And then I did some savings, and then I stumbled onto the freebie, the savings challenges, and I jumped onto that right away too, which has helped me save money. I had car issues where, I mean, it wasn't too bad of issues. My car is going to be 10 years old, but I really have never had any issues with my car. But I did need to have some work done, which I didn't have to put on my credit card. I had the cash for it, which was amazing for me, at least. And again, I do have credit card bills, so I decided, let me sit down and let me do a debt confession. So let's get right to it. I do have my sheet of paper here, and I'm just gonna start. Again, this is pretty hard for me, but it's something that needs to be done because I am trying to become debt-free. Now, this is only gonna be my consumer, like credit cards. So it's not my school loans. My school loans are deferred, so I will tackle that at a different time. But for right now, I just really need to take care of this credit card debt that I have, because there's a few, well, more than a few. And so I'm thinking once I handle that, then I'll be able to tackle my student loans. I don't graduate till next year, so I still have some time. But I do want to hit this debt really hard. So I've been using some scratch offs and my debt binder, and so I want to finish that up within the next few months and then put all of that towards credit cards. So let's just jump right into it. I'm going to start here. This is going to be as of October 1st, and I'll put that here, and we'll start with my first one, which I'm going to start with my lowest one. So I have a Costco, which is only $100. I've paid that down some. Let's see, that's what's left remaining on the card. And then that interest rate is 20.49%. And I don't have a minimum, but I put $25 as my minimum. And the reason is because I'm going to try and do the snowball effect. And so we'll see how that works. Next card will be... I have a Kohl's card. I normally use this for my grandson, and that balance on there was $304 and I think 54 cents. And so that interest rate there is 31.24. Next one would be, I have a credit union. Well, I have several. It's a Visa, and that has 624 and 46 cents. That interest rate is not that high. It's only 1.499. And then I do have, so my minimum for Kohl's, let me just go back for a second, just put my minimum, is $39. And for my grow, it's $25. I have Amazon, which I do have a balance now of $767.07, and the interest rate on that is $29.99. And my minimum, believe it's $29. I also have a laptop that I bought that I need to pay off, and that's $16.49. And then that interest rate though is a little bit higher, is 30.99%, and the minimum on that, I think it's $49. Yeah. I also have Target, which I want to desperately pay that off. That is $2,050.92. That interest rate, I think it's 28.15, and my minimum there is $69. Next I have PayPal, and the total on that card is $2,062.65. Interest rate being 31.39, and my minimum on there, I think it's 65. And then I have a Capital One, $21.48.96. That is, I want to say it's also 28.15%. My minimum for this one is $70. I also have an Apple Card, and that is $24.31.64, with interest rate on there $27.24. My minimum on that was like $81. I have a Chase Visa. That total on that card is $29.51.64. Interest rate, $27.74, and my last, my minimum is $99. I have a Barclay card, and that is $32.58.13, and interest rate is $29.99. Minimum payment is $117. I also have a credit union, the Navy Federal Credit Union. So I have a Navy loan, which this has gone down significantly. It's $9,250, and let me just put the last one, Navy credit card. Navy credit card, and so this one though is only 9.050%, and the minimum on that though is $300 $28. I normally round it up to $3.30. And then the last one that I have is my Navy credit card, and that one is a pretty steep one. And that one is at 18%. And that one, the minimum is $245. So, yeah, seeing all those numbers just almost gave me a heart attack, but it is what it is. I just want to tackle it. So let me just add this up really quick. So my total in debt is $37,486.93. So that is what I want to tackle. Yeah, wow, that is just outrageous. $37,000, wow. And then my school loans, I do have a significant amount of school loan there. As I said, I don't graduate nursing school till December next year. So I have a little bit of time. I want to knock some of these off. I don't know really where to begin. I know that I've been watching content, and some people, they go from lowest dollar amount to highest, and some do highest interest to lowest. So if anybody has any suggestions, again, I'm just gonna pay off the smaller ones, but I'm not sure what I'm doing. I just know that I'm going to be hitting hard on my debt binder and my scratch offs, because I've allocated those to be for my debt payoff. So if you see me more putting into those than my others, it's because, yeah, I need to hit this really hard. I just want to start seeing the numbers go down, and that way when I cash stuff, I can cash stuff for myself and not for bills. I mean, as I said, I still have some student loans out there, but I am so grateful for this community because, again, although I've not tackled my debt head on, I have been able to save money, and that's important to me. It's important for me to have something there in case something, in the event that, you know, something happens that I need it for my kids. I do have 2 adult daughters, and they have 1 child each, so I have 2 grandkids, and I just want to make sure that if something happens, I'm able to be there for them. Credit cards will always be there until I have no more. So to me, that security right now is why I started cash stuffing. I just needed to have some funds there, and I have a little cushion. Not as much as what I would like, but I'm working on it. And for right now, I just want to hit this balance off. And so I appreciate that you guys stopped by, spend some time with me. Again, this is a little bit different. I just wanted to come on here and do a debt confession just for myself, to hold myself accountable, so that I can see this and know that I need to be working on this. So I don't know if I'm going to do a debt confession every quarter, you know, every 3 months or every 4 months or every month, just to see where I am. I might do it every quarter for right now, just to see how it is in a couple of months, and then if, you know, I'll go from there. But if you guys have any suggestions, advice, I'm open to it. I appreciate you guys for the support. You guys are always so supportive, and you always give great feedback, and I don't take anything personal. Again, everybody's life is everybody's life. This is mine right now, and I am working on it. There's no excuses for me. Being in debt this amount of money is just me. I was a stress shopper, and So I put myself in this situation. No one to blame but myself. And so now I'm working to get out of it. So again, thank you so much for listening. Again, I appreciate you all. Thank you so much for stopping by, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye, guys.